Are you tired of your AI images looking, well, a little too AI? You know what I mean. Today, we're going to move beyond those generic prompts and start getting professional-grade results. Let's unlock the true creative power of the new Nano Banana Pro.
You have that perfect image locked in your head, right? But the AI just isn't getting it. It can feel like this frustrating guessing game. Well, today, we're ditching the guesswork. We're going to hand you the keys so you can take full creative control.
So, what's the secret sauce here? It's the incredibly powerful Gemini 3 model that's running under the hood. We're going to use it to finally bridge that frustrating gap between a cool idea and a stunning, polished, professional-grade image. All right, before we jump into all the pro-level stuff, we have to get the fundamentals right. I mean, every truly great image is built on a solid foundation, and it all starts with these 5 key elements.
Okay, think of this as your creative checklist. First, your subject. Be super specific, like a fluffy calico cat wearing a tiny wizard hat. Then, composition. Is it an extreme close-up or maybe a sweeping wide shot? Third, what's the action? What's your subject doing? Maybe it's casting a shimmering magical spell. Fourth, location. You gotta paint the scene, a cluttered alchemist's library at midnight. And finally, the style. This is the whole vibe. Is it photorealistic, a watercolor painting, or a slick 3D animation? Seriously, getting these 5 points right is your first big step from novice to pro. Nail these, and you're already halfway to creating something amazing.
So once you've got that solid foundation, it's time to step into the director's chair. This is where you stop just describing a scene and you start actively shaping every single detail of the final shot.
And this is where you really become the director. You want a 9:16 vertical for your next social media story? Done. How about a cinematic 21:9 wide shot for a more dramatic feel? Easy. You can even call out specific camera angles, lighting, like golden hour backlighting, and even details like a shallow depth of field. See, this isn't just generating an image anymore, it's crafting a vision.
Okay, now that you're in the director's chair, it's time to open up the Pro Toolkit. These 7 techniques, these are what will take your creations from good to absolutely incredible.
Here we go, 7 creative power-ups that really show off the unique capabilities of Nano Banana Pro.
First up, and this is a big one, text. Getting clean, legible text inside an image has always been a massive challenge for AI. But now you can create really impactful posters, detailed product mockups, and clear diagrams with sharp text built right in.
Just look at this. It's not just putting text on an image, it's creatively weaving the text into the very concept of the image itself. The AI's understanding and execution here, it's just on another level.
All right, technique number 2 leans on the raw intelligence of the Gemini 3 Pro model. Because it has such a deep understanding of the world, it can generate images that are not just beautiful, but also really precise, detailed, and factually rich. You can literally ask it to visualize a complex process, and it will tap into its huge knowledge base to create an accurate, informative infographic. We're moving way beyond just pretty pictures here. This is about visualizing knowledge.
Are you working with a global audience? This feature is an absolute lifesaver. You can generate text in different languages, or, even more powerfully, you can translate existing text within an image to instantly localize your content for a new market.
Check out this prompt. It's a hyper-specific editing command. It lets you prep a product mockup for a global campaign in just seconds without having to rebuild the whole thing from the ground up.
Number 4 is all about giving you the controls of a professional photo studio. You can directly influence and edit things like the lighting, the camera angle, the focus, even the color grading on an image you've already made.
And you don't need any complicated jargon to do it. Simple, direct commands like turn this scene into nighttime or focus on the flowers give you this powerful, intuitive control over the final look and feel of your work.
Number 5 is practical, but it's essential. Precision resizing. You can easily adapt your visuals for any platform, whether you need a vertical format for social media or that dramatic wide shot for a cinematic look, all while keeping the quality crisp.
Okay, this is where things get really advanced. You can now blend multiple, completely unrelated images into a new, cohesive scene. And, maybe even more impressively, you can maintain the appearance of a character across different generated images for storytelling. Now, this prompt is a real workout for the AI. It's asking it to combine multiple images, arrange them cinematically, and perform a surgical edit by swapping a dress. This is just a masterclass in visual understanding.
And finally, number 7,
This is a huge one for designers and marketers. You can visualize brand concepts by seamlessly applying logos, patterns, and artwork onto 3D objects, from packaging to clothes, all while preserving realistic lighting and textures.
So you're not just slapping a logo on a product. You can actually prompt the AI to generate a complete brand identity from a single concept, and then roll it out across an entire product line of mockups. The creative possibilities here are just endless.
Now, as incredibly powerful as this tool is, it's also really important to be aware of its current boundaries. Understanding the limitations helps you work smarter and get the absolute best possible results from your prompts.
So keep these points in mind as you create. You might still see some minor spelling errors, especially with really tiny text. And always fact-check the data in any infographic. Translations can sometimes miss cultural nuances. Some complex edits might produce a few strange visual artifacts, and character consistency, while it's much improved, can sometimes drift a bit. But these are all areas that are being actively worked on.
So, we've journeyed from crafting a core vision to directing all the details, and finally, unlocking a full professional toolkit. The gap between your imagination and a polished, final image has never been smaller. So the only question left is, what will you create first?